Hi guys, it's Little Sprout here. I wanted to do more of a casual, just like talking video for the first part. So what I'm doing right now is I wanted to design a kit for a series idea I had. And this series idea was inspired by this vine, which I will include here.
What would you do if there was a child right in front of you?
And so I just thought, how funny would it be to roleplay as a kit, stranded somewhere or lost, and just see what happens. I could do the same like starting plot point, and every single roleplay would probably end differently. So yeah, what I'm doing in this like right now is just kind of messing around. I'm not the best at creating morphs or things like that, and actually just getting used to how to do this took me like quite a while, but I really wanted a cute little like fire star looking cat, and so I'm pretty happy with how he ended up coming out. I'm going to talk a little bit about the end half of this video. So after I made this morph, I did in fact go into the server and start the roleplay where I was a kit hiding outside of River Clan, I believe, and I just waited for someone to find me. So usually, or I guess what I thought would happen, I mean there's so many things that could happen, but I was like, oh, maybe a clan cat will find me and I'll join the clan, or there was a bunch of rogues, maybe the rogues would find me, or, you know, and then I would be able to live this life, maybe get like a foster mom, or, you know, there's so many different things that could happen. Well, none of those nice things happened. I think this just goes to show me that I can never guess or assume what's going to happen in a roleplay, because I was shocked, and I think you guys will be shocked too. But I do want to give a heads up that it's kind of like dark and sad and short. I don't want to necessarily spoil anything for people who do want to kind of watch it, but it definitely doesn't end well, let's say. If you guys like the idea of this series though, be sure to let me know, because to me it sounds very fun, and even though this first attempt didn't really get very far, we'll say, it doesn't mean that the next time it won't. And, you know, who knows, this little guy could have, you know, a multi-part story if the roleplay just ends up being that way. Yeah, I could keep this little cat, or every time I could do a different one. I'm still kind of thinking about it, but I think it would be really cool if it was the same cat and maybe he just like kept getting reincarnated, or, you know, just maybe he has a bunch of lives, or I don't know. It's kind of like you have to suspend reality when it comes to these videos, because there's going to be multiple Elsas and multiple Leopard Lears, and they're all going to have their own stories, because every single roleplay is new people and new plots. It would be probably impossible, since I don't organize any of the role plays. I go in there not knowing anybody, and I just kind of start role playing and see what happens. Okay, enough blabbering from me. I will start this story, but just another heads up, kind of a trigger warning. It is a little weird, a little dark. It, you know, unfortunately involves a character death, but it was to me a little funny just how it happened, because I was not expecting it. And honestly, I hope that this interaction furthered the plot of this server, and I think it did, but I didn't really, you know, I wasn't able to see it all. But okay, let's start. You see a small orange kit sitting under a bush, covered in snow and barely moving. The kit's eyes open. Suddenly he sees a large creature, not a cat, not like anything he's ever seen before. He let out a soft mew, hoping that if a cat was around, maybe they would hear and help him. This creature didn't seem very friendly. A few heartbeats later, he could hear the crunching of another creature approach. He had hoped it was a cat. Please, Star Clan, help him. As if his prayers were answered, a large cat came running over to him, hissing. The hungry coyote took a step back, snarling, not ready to give up its meal. The kit could be heard, "Please, please don't eat me." The small kit stayed curled up, but his eyes watching as the larger cat walked in front of him. She was squinting, angry. "What are you?" Looking over, the coyote bared his fangs. It seemed that he was very thin. The small red kit decided to get up and hide behind this larger cat. It seemed like she had his best interest in mind. The coyote stood his ground, but looked as if he was terrified. What did he have to be scared of? He was huge. "Do you even know how to speak?" the she-cat scoffed. The coyote mumbled a response, claws sinking into the ground. The kit gently pawed at the she-cat's leg. "He is not my friend." The coyote spoke. "I can speak," he snarled, but his voice betrayed him. He sounded smaller than he was. Sighing, she turned to look at the kit. "Stay here." He nodded and quickly dashed behind the bush. He couldn't help but look over at the coyote, who was staring at him, drool dripping from his face. He gasped. The she-cat hissed, "You sounded like a kit." "Please, don't eat me," the kit mewed. The coyote growled, "Kit? And you sound like a toad, yet you don't see me complaining." "Just let me eat the kit and I'll be on my way," he huffed. The she-cat squinted her eyes. "No." Thank you," the kit said to the she-cat, when suddenly a large, dark-coated tom approached the group. "What kind of animal are you? Who even has the audacity to eat a kit?" the she-cat hissed. The coyote responded, "Why? You eat squirrels and mice and rabbits. Why can't I eat a kit?" The kit curled up and lowered himself to the ground, terrified. He really didn't want to die. "This kid has a life to live," the she-cat hissed. The coyote took a step closer. "And so do I." The she-cat crouched, hissing. Both the dark-pelted cat and the coyote seemed inching closer and closer. The small kit mewed, "Please, my family left me here." Within a blink of an eye, the scene turned into a nightmare. The dark-coated tom walked over, silently, grabbing a hold of the she-cat's scruff tightly and pulling her. She hissed, "Hey!" The kit looked up. "No, please!" He attempted to paw at the dark-coated cat, not really sure what to do, but it was too late. He began to drag the limp cat to the riverside. She unsheathed her claws. "Let go!" Absolutely terrified, the kit turned. The coyote lunged forward, grabbing him. The kit screamed loudly as the large coyote pinned him to the ground. In the background, the two cats were fighting by the river. The large black tom was pushing the female cat under the water. Why was this happening? The small kit could hear the splashing in the background grow louder and louder as the pain in his body grew. This was it. He screamed out, "Please, anybody!" The she-cat screamed out as she struggled against the water. "Please, don't kill the kit, please!" But it was too late. With one quick crunch, suddenly all the pain was gone, and everything turned white for this poor, small kit. I know, that was crazy. That was a lot. But don't worry, this little kid is here with me now, and I will keep them safe and protect them until next time they try to be found, which hopefully will go a little bit better than this time. And you know what? One more thing before I go. I just have to say how crazy these role plays are. I waited under a bush for about 20 to 30 real minutes, and then this just happened. I don't know any of these people. Nothing was planned. It's just what the roleplay gods had in store, I guess. Okay, well, I hope you guys like this little video. If you want to see more shorter ones like this, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and comment and like. It really helps the channel out. Okay, bye!